There's a my right. Hi, my name is Sonia Gemmiti. I'm a multimedia installation artist, and this is my piece, Cabinet Fantastique. It's my love note to the lost heritage of Toronto. I really wanted people to stop and think about the buildings that have come down and what's going in the place of these buildings and the stories behind them and what they mean to us in the community and the history of Toronto. It features a hologram of a local dancer, Christy Stoughton, who you'll see moving about the piece and jumping from building to building. And it's completely fabricated. I had the piece custom made, so the cabinet itself that is a furniture piece that I had designed, and I drew all the buildings that were selected, and they've all been demolished or are slated for demolition in the city.
Mm-hmm. So when do you and why you have this kind of idea about this installation?
It means a lot to me. I'm not originally from Toronto, and so for me coming into the city, it was always the magic of these buildings. They're huge landmarks. Something like Honest Ed's almost feels like the CN Tower for me. So when it came down, I have a real reaction when I see the buildings coming down, because they're pieces of fabric of the city, and they all join the community together. And since showing the piece, I've been hearing these amazing stories of people talking about what these buildings mean to them and how they added to the community. And really wanting a younger generation too that may not even know what Sam the Record Man was or these other buildings, for them to stop and think too, because it's going to be their city. And you know, as I said, whatever is going in its place, really thinking about is it adding to the community and to hang on to the cultural heritage of the city.
Mm-hmm. So who funds the project?
I self-funded, so
for your own money.
For my money, yeah. It was my very first installation. I come from a set design background in feature film and television, and so this is my very first art installation of this kind. So yes, a lot of people donated time to help me out. I had a technical advisor, Ryan Barnett, and Joe. I had fabricators that also helped with the metal fabrication of the legs. There was editing. It was almost like putting together a small film. So yeah, lots of hands involved.
So is this a premiere show? The first time you show this?
No, this is it premiered at the Gladstone Hotel's Come Up to My Room in January 2019. And then it also showed at Museum of Toronto's launch party for their Intersections Festival.
Okay, so Toronto is so big, you know, they got lots of memory, histories. So besides that, are you working on other similar projects? So?
I am. Since working on this one, I have another idea. Things that I learned a lot. There was a lot of testing that went with this project with the hologram. So I'm really interested in exploring that and pushing it to see other tricks that I can come up with. But also, yes, I have a feature. Sorry, now I'm rambling.
You can do some editing.
So. Yeah. So yes, I am working on another installation that I've begun. I'm in the concept phase of it. So hopefully you'll see that within the next year and a half.
Mm-hmm. So
it will also feature, though there will be a dance element to it as well. And I just received a media grant through the Cale Sherman Foundation for a media production grant. So I'm creating a short film, which will probably be done early next year.
So you're also a film producer?
Yes, I'm directing is starting. Yes, I'm starting to dabble in directing too. So.